I haven't had any work done. I hear Olivia Wilde is looking for actresses who haven't had any work done. Hi, Olivia. I'm here. I haven't had any work done. I can move my face. I can emote because I will not get any work done on my face. I look after my face, but it's a battle. It is like one battle after another, trying to keep everything in check. And, I think if I wasn't acting, well, I know that if I wasn't acting, I'd be letting myself just go to complete hell. Hi, welcome to Fireside Rebels. I'm Carol Ann. Welcome, thanks for coming today. I look a bit different, crazy today. I had an audition for a film, and so I had to do a totally different look and vibe, and I was like, just leave it on, whatever. It's a totally different vibe today. It kind of looked like kind of ninja, like, I don't know, like I'm an assassin. Ooh, that would have been a good one. That's not what I auditioned for though. But anyway, it's all good. The life of an actor. The working part of the actor is just as much the unpaid auditions and practicing and rehearsing and studying lines and watching videos and studying shows and film and reading about technique and practicing dialects and training your voice and oh my God, all that stuff that you have to do on your own time. Anyway, today's little episode, I thought I would chat a little bit about that and about like the sort of conundrum of being in midlife. And I'm all about like, we're just getting started. Like, I literally feel like I have so much left to do and so much that I want to accomplish and, feel so good. I don't know. I feel good in my skin. And the world is talking about allowing women to be themselves at whatever age. And, the film and television industry is, seeming to be getting better in terms of being more inclusive and hiring more diversity. And we think hiring women of midlife and older to be ourselves, but man, like if you pay attention, you see these actresses who have tons of Botox and tons of plastic surgery, and they're playing like 20 years younger. I don't know. It's disheartening, but I haven't had any work done. I hear Olivia Wilde is looking for actresses who haven't had any work done. Hi, Olivia. I'm here. I haven't had any work done. I can move my face. I can emote because I will not get any work done on my face. And I know the struggle of feeling like feeling like a lot of people expect women to always look like they're 25 and yeah, fuck that. But, and the pressure to, try to look younger. I mean, for me, I do try to look after okay, that's kind of bullshit because I do eat junk food. Ooh, I eat junk food a little bit too often, but I don't really drink much anymore. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I try to eat well. I look after my face, but it's a battle. It is like one battle after another, trying to keep everything in check. And, I think if I wasn't acting, well, I know that if I wasn't acting, I'd be letting myself just go to complete hell. Like, I would just be like, whatever. I would I do eat a lot of garbage. I'm pretty bad that way. But I do eat well as well. I'll eat really good, and then I'll eat garbage, and then I'll eat really well. It's this ongoing conundrum. But I do try to look after my skin. But as you might be able, I do have foundation on, but I have like sunspots and stuff from being out on the ocean, even though I wear sunscreen. Like, I'm out on the ocean quite a bit. So I do get sunspots and discoloration and freckles and all that. But I do, back to one battle after another, I do try to look after my skin. I recently got a red laser mask, a red laser therapy mask, after I heard Charlize Theron is like just obsessed with hers. So I have been using that. It's supposed to boost collagen and kind of make your skin look a little bit better. I don't know. It's, like I said, it's a battle. And, you know, I go on bouts of taking collagen, and I try to take some supplements, and I try to drink lots of water. And then there'll be the odd day that I completely forget to drink water. I'll have maybe one glass of water and I'll be like, oh my God, I forgot. Speaking of which, I will go an entire day forgetting to basically drink water. I'll drink coffee, but I'll forget to drink water some days, but not usually. Usually I'm like, try to be on the hydration thing. And, vegetables. Like, I like vegetables. I just am not often inspired to eat vegetables. I feel like I have a bad habit of like craving, you know, stuff that's not good for me. But, I'm trying to do better. And I try to remind myself, like, if I do have to be on camera, which is regularly now between this YouTube channel and my acting, I've been getting, you know, for the last 6 months, I've been getting a lot of auditions. So when you put yourself on tape and you have to see yourself regularly, it's really good motivation to be like, okay, I need to really look after myself. And, you know, in this age, I've got like hairs growing out of my chin. Oh my God, my nose, my ears. Like, what is going on with the hair growing in places it shouldn't be growing? Oh my God. And like, yeah, my eyebrows are like fading away. Everything is changing. and I try to embrace it as much as possible, but it is hard because when you do see yourself on camera, it's like, holy Toledo, like, yikes some days. So yeah, like finding a balance of loving how we look naturally. I would never go out in public looking how I look when I roll out of bed in the morning, because I would terrify children. But so, you know, I do try to look after myself. I try to put myself together when I'm, you know, more often than not. But, you know, it's a challenge working from home too, like working remotely on a computer. There's a lot of days where I'm wearing my pajamas most of the day, and I'll just put on a nice top, or, you know, put on one of my pieces that looks good and kind of freshen up my face. And literally it's like from here down, I'm in my pajamas and my fuzzy wool socks or my slippers. And I'm all about comfort as well. Hence, Fireside Rebels is like a cozy space. So I love being cozy. I love being comfortable. I spent most of my life in figure skates. So my feet are all fucked up. They're all mangled, and they're getting better. But I've spent a lot of times in very uncomfortable ice skates most of the time. Oh, dance shoes, point shoes, ballet shoes, blisters, calluses, and high-heeled shoes. Like, women are expected to do everything in high-heeled shoes half the time. And they are so fucking uncomfortable. They are the worst. Like, I right now have on these platform boots. I love these actually because they're actually comfortable. Because you can see, even though they're high, this part is also high. So it's kind of where am I? It's only that high. Even though it seems like I'm lifted up that high, but it's only that much of a difference. So it's like, I do love platforms. So I put my platforms on and went and messed around with my audition. So yeah. So I mean, yeah. And the fun thing about acting is I'm all over the map today. As you can see, I'm just like, wow, ADHD all over the place. The thing about acting is I get to dress up and create these characters and like do different hairstyles and kind of create this whole vibe. And so I have way too many clothes, but I don't want to get rid of my clothes because they come in handy as like kind of costume clothes, right? For auditions and stuff. And, I'll do a play, and then I've got all these great wardrobe pieces to choose from. So it's super fun to be like for a couple hours today. I'm off today, and I was like, just good timing. I got this audition for a feature film, and I was like, sweet, I can totally focus on that and create some. So I don't just go 100%. I go like 350%. So not only did I create one look, I actually created 3 different looks. So I created 3 different looks with 3 different, the only indication they give in the script was that the daughter, so I played like this mother, some kind of, I don't know. I think it said trophy wife. I'm never going to look like I could look like a trophy wife, like who's fallen a little bit into the drinking or something, like, because I haven't had any work done. So if there's any actresses that audition for this that have had work done, they're probably going to get the part, because I feel like the description and the breakdown for this character was like, oh, she's probably had Botox. But anyway, I'm not getting Botox for a part like that. But because it does freeze, it freezes all your face, and then you can't make expressions like I like to do. Just like I like to use my face and be like crazy. You get the breakdown, and it just gives like kind of a description in the breakdown of who the casting directors think the character kind of should be. And when it's not a big part, there's not a lot of information. So you kind of have to you have to use your imagination and go, okay, based on me, who I am, what I kind of look like, how do I read that breakdown description of the character and decide? And then you get the script. You get a 1 page or 2, a couple pages of the script. And it'll have maybe a brief description of the character and then what the scene is, what's happening. And yeah, you have to kind of like figure out how to present yourself so that the casting directors are going to go, oh yeah, I think this is who. And for this case, chances are the mother needs to kind of look physically similar to the daughter. That's one of the leads in the film. So if I don't look like the daughter, I'm not getting the part. So it's like just a crapshoot. But for me, it's super fun. Like I act the shit out of, okay, this one didn't require acting the shit out of anything, but I mean, I lunge into these things like 350%. I created 3 different, completely different looking characters because one of these characters I created might look a little bit more like the actress playing the daughter. And in case in case it's difficult to imagine me with different hair, I'm like, I'll give them 3 different hairstyles and 3 different outfits. So 3 totally different vibes of who this sort of rich mom could be. And I just like spent a few hours on it and just had so much fun. And that might be the last time I play that role. I might not actually book the role, right? So that could be the only time I'm playing that part. And it's kind of too bad I'm playing it by myself. I don't have the actor playing the daughter with me or even a young woman here to play opposite me, but that's not required for self-tape. It's just you give it your shot, give it your best, and you send it in to your agents and they send it into casting and then you see what happens. And yeah, it was fun. Like I had fun doing that today. And then I thought, I'll just leave this vibe on for recording an episode just to be different, to be fun. But back to the whole point of this was one battle after another of also finding time to exercise. I work on the computer, so I'm just like sitting all day, every day. And I walk the dog. I have a little dog, so I walk my dog at lunch, but it's not enough. And like I've said in the past, like I was going to rowing classes pretty regularly there for a while. And then I stopped that. I don't know why. I just got out of the habit, got busy at work. And Anyway, yeah, I really need to make a concerted effort to exercise, to work out. Sometimes I'll just be in the middle of the day, I'll be like, oh shit, I got to do some push-ups. And I'll just start doing some push-ups. Or I'll be on the trail and my dog's doing her business over the corner and I'll be like, oh, I got to do some squats. So I'll just start doing a bunch of 20 or 30 squats while I'm waiting for the dog. Or burpees. I'll just suddenly be like, okay, I should do some push-up burpees. Like, it's so helter-skelter. I'm making a pledge. I'm going to make a schedule and I'm going to figure out my routine so that I have a rest day in between, or at least if I'm lifting weights one day, then I'm doing legs the next day so that I'm not over challenging my one set of muscles every day. But it's hard with my passion of wing foiling because I went wing foiling 3 days in a row last week and it was epic. I had 2 epic days of wing foiling. Holy fuck, I was exhausted. It was so tiring and I could feel my triceps they were like shredded by day 3. But now I've had a couple days to rest. So tomorrow I'm getting on my program because there's not going to be any wind, like any northwesterly winds for wing foiling probably for a few days or maybe even a week. But yeah, in between that, I'm going to start getting more serious about fitting in my workouts and making sure I'm doing core. And yeah, because I got to be strong. We got to be strong at this age. We got to keep up our bone density. And I know that wing foiling helps. I'm always like wiping out and crashing down on the board. And it's a really good full body workout for me. And I enjoy it. But yeah, one battle after another. And so I just take every day at a time and try to look after myself. Oh, I gotta drink some more water. And try to eat some vegetables. Oh, I got broccoli in my fridge. I guess I'm having broccoli for dinner. Anyway, I hope that you are more diligent about eating vegetables and eating healthy and getting your regular exercise in. I am a work in progress and I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I'm just going to try and do better. And I accept who I am. I'm good with it. And I can turn myself into whatever character I want day after day. And it's super fun. So that's why I'm grateful to have acting in my life. And I'm really grateful to have this show and podcast. And I'm grateful for all the wisdom and knowledge that I've gained by this age. So I'm going to leave it there and we will work together to ignite our second act. I'll see you next time. Bye.